Known for his manic performances, Nicolas Cage's acting career has been as up and down as his character's emotions. His acting style isn't for everyone, but one thing we can all agree on is once you see a Nick Cage movie, you never forget you saw a Nick Cage movie. So here are 5 little known crazy facts that will make this memorable actor even more unforgettable. In 2007, Cage bought a real Tyrannosaurus Rex skull for $276,000 from a Beverly Hills gallery, outbidding Leonardo DiCaprio in the process. However, Cage was contacted in 2014 by the Department of Homeland Security, who informed him that the skull may have entered the US illegally. When the investigators finally determined that it had been stolen from Mongolia, Cage ultimately agreed to return the skull, and unfortunately for him, he wasn't reimbursed any of the money. Everyone remembers the disgusting scene where Cage eats a live cockroach in the 1988 movie Vampire's Kiss. Part of the reason why the scene is so memorable stems from the fact that Cage is genuinely eating a live cockroach in the film. The script called for Cage's character, Peter Lerv, to suck a raw egg, but Cage was willing to up the ante and eat a live cockroach. Few people know that Nicolas Cage has spent a total of $12.3 million on 2 European castles, which he genuinely purchased out of a desire to find the Holy Grail. He started following mythology and was finding properties that aligned with that. Cage told the New York Times in 2019 that for him, it was all about where the Grail was. He also said that he doesn't regret purchasing the castles despite his quick descent into financial ruin. According to Cage, you have good investments and bad investments. Nicolas Cage is actually Nicolas Coppola. He's a nephew of the legendary Godfather director Francis Ford Coppola and a cousin of Sofia Coppola. Cage decided to ditch the Coppola name after being mocked for his family connections on the set of Fast Times at Ridgemont High. Nicolas adopted the surname of Marvel superhero Luke Cage. Early in his career, Cage believed very strongly in method acting. One example was in the 1984 film Birdie, where Cage played a Vietnam veteran. And in order to portray his character's anguish as authentically as possible, Cage decided to have 2 of his teeth pulled out without anesthesia. He wanted to be able to connect with his character's physical pain. He also lost 15 pounds for this role. You definitely can't say the man isn't dedicated to his craft. Well, there you have it, 5 crazy facts about actor Nicolas Cage. And if you're a big fan of Cage, then you'll be happy to know that CBS announced that they will be producing their own miniseries based on the life of the self-proclaimed Tiger King, Joe Exotic. And according to Variety, it seems as though Cage is set to play the leading man. The series will be Cage's first TV project. As always, don't forget to hit those like and subscribe buttons as we have more great videos coming your way.